So we are 5 games into our league campaign now at our second club in this Journeyman, and whilst we've settled well, I'm a bit concerned about a couple of bugs in the Football Manager system. Okay, so welcome in. Yeah, we're going to go through a couple of bugs that I've stumbled across first off before showing how the season has gone so far. So I applied for a coaching badge, and there's nothing here because we haven't obviously done it yet, but it says studying, then there's nothing. Now, it did say I could do a coaching badge if I could control the training to make sure that all the coaches weren't on a heavy workload, which I've done. They're all on average or light. So in theory, I should get my coaching stuff done. But at the minute, it's not happening. So that's a bit frustrating. Also, for some reason, on my job history, the first job's just disappeared. So also, it literally only has the current job that I've got, which as well is very frustrating. Now, if I go on Manager Timeline, you can see here that it quite clearly shows that I had one job there, then I went off to the next job. But the issue is it's not shown on these screens. I've reverted back to the default skin. It's also not shown on there, so it's not a skin issue. I'm a bit concerned about that, but hopefully that does tide itself out. And the coaching course one is even more important, so I really do hope that fixes itself. If we go to career achievements, how do I view career achievements? Oh, also, just to make it even worse, my biography. His first venture in management was with Sportist Svogger, where he was appointed in 2023. He then moved to Treschen. Can we mention the fact that I won promotion with Svogger, or we just ignoring that ever happened? Okay, so let's have a look at the ins and outs and see exactly where we stand with all of this. So, first off, the first out we're going to look at is, where did we join? I think we were here for pretty much all of this. So a lot of players have gone out, and the biggest ones for 200k, our defensive stroke attacking mid, I think they're more of a defensive with his tackling, etc. But he's gone out for 200k, rising to 220. And our goalkeeper left us for rising to 475k. It was like payments after one game, etc. I didn't make sure that they could drag it out. So we got 400k up front, and I think it was 50k after one game, 25k after 6 months. A couple of the people left us, but obviously you don't really know any of them players, so we won't go into detail with that. So in terms of the ins, this one was already pre-arranged, 35 years old. He is actually decent. I don't normally look to sign 35-year-olds myself, but he's okay, so we can accept that one. Tlili, Tlili. Not a clue how we say that name. The next one was the final one, which was pre-arranged, which is right back. French right back here. He's played 2 games off the bench so far for us this season. I've been using some other people, and we did pick up another sign which I thought was a little bit better than him, but he came in for 63k. Hopefully we can get our money back on him. So the first signing we brought in was this central defender from Poland, 21 years old. Very, very talented. He's made 3 appearances off the bench so far. I like him. I think he has a lot of potential. Next player coming in came on a free transfer after being released by Slovan Bratislava. 32-year-old fullback. This is our first choice right back. And for the season in the second tier, he is a class above anybody else. Now, to go with the fact that the board wants us to sign Nigerians, we brought in Musa, the former Leicester striker. He's not the world's greatest player, but he'll definitely do a job for us for 1 season. And it does keep the board happy in terms of them Nigerian signings. The next signing we brought in is a goalkeeper to replace the fact that we sold ours for £500,000. Came in for £6,500, and he's not a world beater by any means, but he's okay. Decent enough for the second division, then we will look at bringing a new one if we go up. Then finally coming in, because the board still weren't happy and still were saying we hadn't signed enough Nigerians, Ushe Agbo comes in, and again, I think he's a decent player. Let's have a look how the season has gone so far then. We started off with a home tie against Poproni, and we lost 3-2, and maybe it's due to the fact that we really have altered the formation for these players, but it was a very disappointing opening start to the season. We then followed that up going to Stara Lubovna, and we got a 2-0 victory with Musa and Svesh on the score sheet in that game. We then played Humena and got a 3-2 victory with Tlili, Skovasha and Vlasko scoring for us. We then came up against Tatra Presov and got a 3-0 victory with Sevsi and Tlili. We're going to have to adjust some of these names. And then finally, a 2-0 victory in the last game with Vlasko and Dosberg on the score sheet. So 4 victories in our 5 games so far sees us currently sitting in 3rd place. We do have a game in hand. The game in hand would see us go top of the league. And I have to say I'm over the moon with that. Considering we are new at the club, considering that normally it takes time to settle in, we are currently in promotion spaces, and could we get back-to-back promotions in this Journeyman? Now, in terms of the tactic we are using, we are going with this 4-2-3-1. It's the tactic I used at Egerton. I still have it labelled as an Egerton tactic whilst I decide the best setup for it before it becomes a tactic for this club. So currently we're using this, and it's the only tactic I've got going because I want the players to get 100% familiar with this tactic before we look at bringing in different varieties of it. Now, one thing I did notice is one of our good young players in Horvat can't actually play yet because you have to be 16 to play in the league. So even though he's in around our first team, he is playing for the youth team at the minute because until he turns 16, he's just unable to feature. Another bit of news is Dosberg does want to leave us. Dosberg does. He wants to leave us, so he is transfer listed at 170k at the minute. I mean, he's on such a low wage, I'd rather hold on to him. He has only scored 1 goal so far in 5 games, so letting him go isn't the worst, but I would prefer to keep hold of him. In terms of who has stepped up so far, then our top goal scorer so far this season with 3 goals is Sevsik, who is our 17-year-old striker. I've been playing him in attack and mid. Stan Sevsik. I'm thinking we give a few players some nicknames in this club, so he can now be called Stan. So Stan, the man in attack and mid. This one, it's got to be Kareem because I just can't say Tlili. Kareem. We have Kareem as well, who has picked up 2 goals in 3 starts. Vlasko, who's 35 years old, off the bench, has 2 goals and 3 assists so far. Yeah, he's one of them players who he wants to leave, so it's not me who's listed him, but he started so well, you start to think maybe he should be playing in more games, mate. But as long as he wants to leave, I'm more than happy to mainly stick my youngsters in. So Crawl, in attacking mid at the age of 16, has played 5 games off the bench. He's going to be starting today. He deserves a chance. Why not when other players do want to leave the club? Financially, how the pre-season of sales and signings has gone, we've made a 1.32 profit so far this season with 1.569 in the bank. And the biggest income this season is from players sold at 836k, 676k in sponsorship, season tickets at 77. Expenditure-wise so far this season, players' wages is at 86k, with staff wages at 68. 86k so far on players' wages. Income-wise, our season tickets almost covered a month's wages, or well, 2 months' wages. But gate receipts is not covering it, to be honest with you. 34k last month. What was expenditure for last month for players' wages? Was 29. Okay, so actually, gate receipts does cover players' wages. That would be very nice. I have to say, that would be very nice. But let's get into today's live com. We're playing Malzenice. They are sitting down in 10th place, so let's see if we can do something in this game against them. We do have a couple of people missing. Our defensive mid is coming back from injury. We've also got Standis currently out injured. He's out for quite a while, I think, was it? 12 days to 4 weeks. Yeah, I thought it was a few weeks minimum. So we're missing a couple of people, but we are in a strong position. We do have some decent players in the team who I do think can assist us to continue in this good run of form. So, first off, we have too many foreign players, but this player never features, so we can swap him out. There we go. Lunk comes on the bench. So now we are ready to get into the game. So you can only have 5 foreign players. So we do need to always remember that. So pump fists. Don't let our good run of form come to an end. I think I would go with that. So we're going with Puskis in goal. Postek at right back with Skovajska, Lucas Skovajska at left back. We're going with Svek, our youngster, alongside Bondarenko, who is our experienced Ukrainian defender. Agbo and Hajovsky in defensive mid. Karim, Kral, Musa and Dusberg up top. I feel like I nailed some of them pronunciations. They just slow down. Slow down and focus on the words and the pronunciations instead of trying to rush it. Okay, so we get a free kick here. Goes down the line. Crawl now. In the box. Cuts it back. Off the post. Still 0-0, but we do create a good chance there. It looks like the highlight is now done. They waited for me to say the highlight's not done. Puskis now to Svek, our young 16-year-old central defender, who hopefully will be at the heart of this club for a while. Well, till we move and take him with us. Svek goes across to the experienced Ukrainian. Goes out to the right back now. Puskos goes back. Karim goes all the way back. Come on, we're passing it around. Take our time. I feel like I should rename him the experienced Ukrainian just because that's what I seem to say when he gets the ball. We're passing it a long time here. We're just trying to... Oh, we gave it away. I was just about to say we just waited until we can create something. But the highlight actually was for them. I do see that a point would see us go top. But we go back post. Oh, we head it down. It hits their defender and almost goes in. But a good save by the keeper. Keeps the game at 0-0 for now. Skovajsa with the corner. Puts it in. Agport, front post. What a header. We are dominating them so far. Absolutely dominating. Another corner now. Looks like another front post chance here. We do go front post, but we head it over. Crawl now with the free kick. Is he going to go for goal? He is going for goal. Oh, it's over. Just feel like in them chances, maybe pass it, mate. It's a very low chance of you actually scoring from there. Another corner, though. I would love to see the stats at the end of this first half because I feel like we have dominated them so far. Can we try to go 1-0 up before half-time here? Svek goes across to Polskas. Oh. Thought Karim was going to get in. Postek at right back is doing very well. I do think he is a top signing, experienced Czech player, played at the top level in Slovakia. Sorry, not Czech, Slovakia. Musa though. Musa. Oh, Ahmed Musa with the goal. Puts us 1-0 up before half-time, and what a run that was. That was his Premier League experience getting us the goal there. Puts it down the line, he beats the man to it, and then there's no stopping him. Cuts inside, gets the chance, edge of the 6-yard, tucks it away. That would make it 5 wins out of 6. We've had 13 shots to their 2. 66% possession. 5 corners to none. We have by far been the dominant side in this game so far. Tresin are dominating the second tier of Slovakia. Come on. Just hope these little bugs in terms of the career history iron themselves out, because I like that screen where you can just look at all the clubs we've been at. Crawl picks up an injury though, so we will bring on Vlasko, the experienced man, but it is sad to see one of our youngsters going off with a knock there. Coming up to the hour where I probably might have considered replacing him as well, which is the worst thing. I think with 20 minutes ago, we're looking at making another change. Is this a highlight for them? They've been very quiet, so I'd almost be very heartbroken if they actually managed to sneak a goal in this game. They go back to the right back now. Goes down the line. Mokos goes back. I couldn't even see all the bloody squiggles and stuff on the name there. Ball forward. Can we intercept it? Can we intercept it? They're in the box. We have gone to 1-1. Absolutely heartbroken. Like, how? Explain to me how they deserve to be 1-1 in this game. Demanding more, and we have got more attacking. See if we can get into this. Come on. Don't you dare only leave here with a point after that dominating first half display. We have a corner now, 91st minute. Oh, we get the head trip, but we don't get the goal. Come on. Not looking good. Not looking good. And the game ends 1-1. Oh, we were not good enough. It's as simple as that. We were by far the best team, and we didn't get the win. I want to show you by the way, season preview 1-91 odds. Who do they think we are? Are we the Barcelona of this league or something? Like, what is going on with them odds? What is going on with them odds? But I want to thank you for watching. I am going to do a little bit of a offline experiment now to make sure that the coaching course etc work. But when you join me back, we'll be continuing as normal, and hopefully you continue to enjoy the series. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. I'll see you next time.